I think Indian animation industry has been on an amazing uprise for the last 3 years. Well, I am Sangram Borse. I have been in the field of animation for the last 20 years and I have studied from India, then I have graduated from Sheridan College in Canada, worked on Disney television shows for 3 years, after which I decided to come back to India to start my own animation studio. So, for the last 6 years, me, along with 40 amazing artists, have been working at Reg Animation and Design, creating one of the best amazing 2D animations that are seen today in Indian animation. Majority of our clients are international, and we also work with a lot of Indian broadcasters. So there is a high chance that you guys might have seen our work online and on television. We specialize in 2D animation because that is what I personally specialize in. And I think it was a month ago I decided that I wanted to start my own animation talk channel on YouTube, and I just didn't know how to go about it. But eventually, I just started putting out content, and now there are around 10 to 10 videos up there that you guys can check out. And I mostly talk about Indian animation industry, at what stage it is, how amazing it is, animation as a career, and what we can do together in this industry to make our industry better. So that's where Manoj got in touch with me, and thank you again, Manoj. But that is me, and I'll move on to my next question. Dude, the second question itself is an episode by Enid. I think Indian animation industry has been on an amazing uprise for the last 3 years, especially since the integration of all the OTT platforms and all these different platforms coming up everywhere across the world. The demand for animation has just shot up, and India being one of the most prominent outsourcing countries uh, for animation to all the studios out in the world, I think the demand for animation has increased significantly in India in the last 2 3 years. India was always known for its 3D animation. Well, given that we have Indian artists have worked on Kung Fu Panda 3, Puss in Boots, Baby Boss, and probably almost every single other film after that. I think Indian animation, when it comes to 3D, was already up there, but I have seen a significant growth, not only in demand but also in quality when it comes to 2D animation. So, given the current scenario and the uprising of all these new OTT platforms coming up in the last 3 to 4 years, I think animation has shot up all over the world, and India being one of the most prominent outsourcing countries for animation for the entire world, the demand for animation in India has also grown significantly. So, and especially after COVID, when people were not able to even meet each other or go outside, majority of the companies have started looking towards animation in a lot more different way, as animation was probably the only field that was not affected as much as other fields or other professions during the last 3 to 4 months. So it was not only increasing in the last 2 3 months, 2 3 years, but especially in the last 2 3 months. I feel that animation is going to get a completely different overhaul once we come out of COVID. Um, the main softwares that are used in our industry, as you all know, is Flash. A lot of After Effects is used. Like most of the common softwares that are being used are Flash, After Effects, Premiere. There's so many 3D softwares like 3D Max, Maya, Blender. There are many studios that have started using Toon Boom, but the most popular softwares that are used in India For 3D is obviously Max and Maya, and for 2D is Flash, which is followed by Toon Boom now. I think it would be very unfair for me to answer that question because I have studied or I have worked in the best animation studio in North America called Mercury Filmworks. It, it was a dream come true to work on Jake and the Neverland Pirates, Kick Buttowski, Pen Zero, Mickey Mouse Shorts, Wander Over Yonder, to all these shows that we see on YouTube. If we want to refer to some of the animation or the way it is animated, I am proud to say that I was a part of those shows. I have worked on those shows, on those characters for almost 3.5 years before I decided to come back to India. So uh, I think it will, especially the American industry, I personally consider it to be ahead of Indian animation industry by maybe 20 years. The Japanese are ahead by, let's say, 50 years. So when it comes to the working mentality, when it comes to the work culture, there is so much history uh, in this field in the US or in North America, that the work culture, the way of working, the quality of working has been worked upon for the last 100 years for such a long time that they have reached a point where it becomes a dream place for everyone to work in. Another important thing is the respect for this field or the acceptance of this field in this industry makes it easier for people to look up to the field and actually give it the same amount of dedication and passion that you would give to any other field. And when you have respect towards a particular field, or when a particular field is taken so seriously, I think it automatically affects the work culture in that particular field. So I've had experiences of working in 2 or 3 different studios abroad, and I think the work culture everywhere is almost similar, where your art is respected at a different level, where you are respected at a different level, and when your art and your talent is respected at a different level, at this that is the reason why you are able to produce the kind of quality that you are. Yeah, I think it is one of the best, amazing experiences that I have had, and I ever since came back for the last 6 years, my team along with me has done our best to actually maintain the same kind of work structure or the same kind of work environment at our studio at Rake Animation and Design as well. I've said this in my last interview, I'll say it again. Passion and patience. You need passion for this industry. This is one of the most demanding industries or the most difficult industries that I can come across. You need patience for being in this industry because these two things go hand in hand. You need passion in this industry because you have to keep upgrading yourself. If you don't upgrade yourself, you become stagnant. If you become stagnant, your own value as an artist does not increase, your commercial value does not increase. So when I say passion, you need the passion to keep learning every year. It doesn't matter if you are done schooling or if you have taken an animation course 5 years ago. There are so many online courses that are available that you can take every year, every month, or once in 6 months to improve yourself so that you can improve your own commercial value. And at the same time, you have to be patient because drawing is not something that is, or great drawing or being a great artist is not something that is easily achieved. So you have to take time, you have to give that amount of time to be precise and to become good in this field. So you need the passion to keep learning, and you need the patience to make sure that you give yourself enough time to become good. I have briefly talked about this topic, like in my second question. In this question, in my second answer, India has been outstanding, at par with international studios, for a very long time. So if there is anyone out there who's saying that Indian 3D animation is not good, that person is wrong. Yes, we need a significant development in or improvement in our television shows, but we are doing the best that we can with the budgets that we have. The more our industry improves, the more the budget will improve. It is all interlinked and it will all grow together. So, 3D was always there. 3D is always amazing, has always been amazing, and 3D will stay amazing as long as the artists keep upgrading themselves and keep working on amazing shows. 2D animation, India had a major issue in 2D animation for the longest time, especially after the 3D wave that came in 2000. I spoke about it in my latest video called The Vicious Circle on my channel. You can check it out. But as I said, as the demand has increased, there has been a significant increase in demand for 2D animation. And when the demand in the international market increases, demand in India increases. I have also noticed a lot of 2D animation series coming out in India, and India might not have a lot of 2D animation feature films, but we have a lot of series that are coming out. They might not be of the great quality, but as I said, the more awareness is spread about animation, or the more educated people get about this field, the more budgets will also increase, because then people will actually start investing money into series, and the more that happens, the quality also eventually will start increasing. So as of now, 3D animation has always been up there, and 2D animation has a glorious future in Indian animation. Which profession does not have overtime and stressful situations? I mean, I personally don't know any other profession where a person does not have to work or work their asses off if they want to be good in it. So I personally don't believe in the fact that people should be afraid of stressful work or overtime. Every single profession has that, and so does animation. If anything, animation being an upcoming field amongst all the other professions, it might have a little bit more stressful situations, but it has nothing to do with workload. It has everything to do with the kind of profession we are in. See, we are in a creative profession. So every morning when we sit at our desk, this has to be absolutely clear. Your mind has to be absolutely clear, because creativity comes from here. If you're leaving home and if you've had a fight with your parents or with your wife, and if you come and sit with that mental or that state, you are not going to have a good day. So yes, it is one of the professions where it can get easily frustrating or stressful because of the creative aspect of the field and how fresh or creative our mind is supposed to be in this field. But I personally feel that in every single industry, we have to go through these situations to come out of it eventually. And you keep working hard, and you break that barrier, and then you finally all of a sudden things seems easy. And I personally don't believe in this thing, because I myself have worked in an animation studio at Mercury, and I think for almost 2.5 to 3 years, or almost 2.5 years, I used to work 14 hours a day, and it is absolutely fine. I was there out there to prove myself. I was there to improve my skills, and to work for that long hours to finally get myself noticed or improve myself as an artist, to improve my own commercial value, is not a big price to pay. Please don't be afraid of the stressful situations. Just keep working through it, and eventually you will get out of it with the right education, with the appropriate, when you keep upgrading yourself, you will get out of it, and the same amount of work that is taking you 9 to 10 hours will be done in less than 6 hours. So it is just patience. Be patient. I have been through it. I have slept for 4 hours a day for I don't know how many years, but just go through it. And eventually, when you get out of it, everything will be amazing. Guys, for all the new upcoming student and artist, you guys are in such are living in such a golden time as opposed to what I was, because back then there was no online education. So all you have to do is think, what do you like? Do you like character designing? Do you like animation? Do you like background designing? And look up any of the Disney, Pixar, Blue Sky, Sony animation artists, DreamWorks artists who are taking an online course. It is as simple as going online and Googling Pixar animators online course, and you will get everything. Right at the top of my head, you have Animation Mentor, you have Schoolism, you have Anim School, I don't know if iAnimate is still on, but yes, iAnimate. These are for 3D. There is schoolism.com that teaches everything from gesture drawing. I'm sorry, I just lost my iPad. Yeah. That teaches everything from gesture drawing to designing characters for feature films, and all these courses are very cheap. So now there is no such thing as what do you recommend. There are so many courses out there. All you have to do is Google. Make sure you have the right reviews. Talk to the people who have done those courses. Get the appropriate reviews, because I think we all know that marketing is not right all the time. So just make sure that you are answering the right questions, you're doing your research, and just Google it and start your courses and start learning. I think this is one of the biggest myths out there that we are hearing about. And believe me when I say that it doesn't matter how much automation or mocap comes into this industry, 70 to 80% of what you see online is done by the human touch. My childhood friend, is a motion editor, and he has worked on Avengers Infinity War, he's working on Avatar 2. And what he has told me, and in my experience of all the research that I have done, these things are going to help you in 20 to 30% of getting the motion, but 60 to 70% or 70 to 80% is human touch. So no matter what kind of automation comes in, if you want good quality animation, that comes only with the human touch. uh, my dream at this moment is to have an animation industry in India. Animation, I feel, in India is still just a hobby. And by that I mean, yes, we are doing a lot of outsourcing. We are known for that. I mean, Reg Animation itself is working on one of the best shows that you are seeing online. Unfortunately, we cannot say what they are. Uh, we have been working on amazing feature films like 3D feature films, Kung Fu Panda 3, Kung Fu Panda 2, Puss in Boots, Baby Boss, many films that we see. But unfortunately, the way India has Tollywood, the way India has Bollywood, India does not have an animation industry. India does not have financiers for animation. India does not have producers for animation. Yes, we have broadcasters with an animation channel with them. So Sony has Sony here, Discovery has Discovery Kids, Disney has Disney Junior. But that is limited to television. My dream is for India to have a full-fledged animation industry where we have dedicated animation financiers, dedicated animation producers, dedicated animation directors, and not some Bollywood director or Bollywood who is trying out something in animation. Thus, it ends up just becoming, okay, I have a little bit of extra money, let me try this out. And when it comes to let me try this out, we always try and come up with something that is safe. And most of the time, it has something to do with a mythological character, or it has something to do with gods and goddesses, which again has stopped working in India. So, the sooner we have an animation industry, the sooner people will have the strength, people will have the courage to actually go out of their way and do something original in animation. We are doing absolutely amazing things. when it comes to series, and there are many different kind of series coming up, and some new exciting series are coming up in the upcoming year. But I think with an animation industry, India will stop being an outsourcing company, outsourcing country, and we will actually start creating our own animation content or own animation, let's say feature films, I should say feature films, on a bigger and commercial level, that we can start sending out, and we can start changing our reputation and our place in the world of animation. So yes, that is my dream, is to have a dedicated Indian animation industry, and I hope we are going towards it. As I said, it's not fair to compare us with anyone else abroad, because first of all, you are only a 70-year-old country, so it doesn't make sense to compare with a 400-year-old Northern America, or an extremely disciplined and 50 years ahead of us in animation Japan. I think we are doing absolutely amazing with the amount of time that we have had, and we will get there soon. If not in the next couple of years, but in this one decade, we will get there. I think the most obvious answer will be Disney, Pixar, Blue Sky. But if you really want to know what animation is, I think you should look into French movies. I think you should look into Miyazaki films. Miyazaki is probably the only guy out there in the entire world who who storyboards his entire movie all by himself, who comes up with an entire movie all by itself. Like, let's say in Pixar, there is a group of 20 people who come up with a movie or sit in a brainstorming session. Miyazaki does that himself. So look up French movies. French movies has a very realistic feel to them that will make you understand that animation is not only for kids and for everyone. Definitely watch Miyazaki movies. That will definitely blow your minds away, that this is definitely not for only for kids. You should check out a lot of Japanese animation. I am not that much inclined towards that, or towards Japanese animation, so I won't be able to give you a lot more information about that. But then again, if you want to go back to the old classics, start with 1937 Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, and just watch all their movies till I think the latest one was I forgot what it was. So it's almost 80 to 90 years of history and 80 to 90 movies. But as I said, do not shy away from the other countries as well. Again, thank you so much. I think this was an amazing session. Next time, I hope, Manoj, we can actually be in front of each other and have an amazing interview like that. Next time, I will come and interview you. I hope you don't mind. And again, thank you for approaching me. Thank you for giving me your platform. And just a quick note from my side, you guys can follow me at The Animation Talk on Instagram. You can follow my YouTube channel, The Animation Talk. Please do subscribe. I keep uploading videos. I'm going to start uploading animation reviews. I do a Q&A every week. This can be one of the Q&As. I do a lot of webinars, and everything is on my YouTube channel. And also, if you have any questions regarding anything, it doesn't matter if you're trying to get into this industry, if you're already in this industry, or if you are learning somewhere. Just message me, WhatsApp me, comment on my DM me on Instagram, and I will reply to you as soon as possible. I am here to help you guys. Thank you, and I'll see you soon, Manoj. Bye bye.